Just getting ready, preparing myself because there's about to be 500 COVID movies this year, and they're all probably gonna suck. Hey dudes, what's up? Welcome back to another review. And this time, I got the first of many COVID movies that are coming out this year. It released on HBO Max, Lockdown, directed by Doug Liman, and starring Chiwetel Ejiofor and Anne Hathaway, and then a whole cast of other A-list actors come up. What this movie is a COVID movie, but then at some point it becomes a heist movie, and that's the plot. Linda and Paxton are a couple that have broken up, but they're still in lockdown in England because of the restrictions they had. I don't know if you guys know anything about the restrictions in England, but they've had lockdowns for like 2 weeks and a month and stuff like that. So they're stuck together even though there's a lockdown, but they broke up and they're both morose and emo about it. They just don't like being around each other, and COVID has forced them to be stuck in this house together with each other even though they don't want to be together anymore. And Paxton, he wants to be something more than he actually is. But he's a poet, or he likes to read poetry and all this stuff, but he's just a truck driver basically. Linda is some like art dealer executive. I don't know. Sound kind of boring, because guess what? The movie's boring. Based on the trailer, you think it's going to be a heist movie. You think there's going to be action, but not a lot of action. But you thought there was going to be some action. Well, turns out this movie has no action. It's just a COVID movie, a boring COVID movie. One thing, it is a boring movie, but the acting's good. Chiwetel and Anne Hathaway are really good in this movie. It's just what they're saying and what they're talking about and what they're doing doesn't matter. It's not integral to the plot in any way. It's just there. And, we're all in COVID, and some of us are staying at home like me, and others are out in the field working. We all know that we're going to bicker and argue with our significant other or family members in the house. That's what COVID is. You stuck around people long enough, you get cabin fever, and you start making up arguments about zebra cakes and cigarettes and drinking and basically anything. You can come up with an argument over standing still. There's an argument to be had because you're just stuck in the house with each other for as long as possible. When usually we're out at work and we're working and getting angry at work, instead we're just getting angry at home. And that's basically what this movie is. And then at the last 30 minutes, there's a heist for a diamond. That's the review. It's boring. It's not fun. It's great acting, but not fun. And another thing, where this is a COVID movie, I was expecting to see people wearing masks 24/7. And it's very troubling how little masks I see in this movie. They do wear masks, but they take them off and on so much that you're just mind boggled by, they're not wearing masks in the movie. No one's wearing a mask. What are you guys doing? If I had to rate it, I would give it probably 4 out of 10 fake diamonds. If you like watching movies for acting, or you like these actors, watch it. If you have HBO Max and you've binge watched Silicon Valley and The Sopranos and everything else, well, I guess you can come watch Lockdown. Big yikes. The first big yikes of the year. I should have known. It's January, but I was hopeful we might have some introspective, great COVID movies. Maybe they'll come out later in the year, but right now, we're just getting the dumpster fires and the boring movies. And that's what this was.
Un esercito di prodi da me